Welcome back, everybody, to Titans Tube. This is going to be our weekly picks, week 5. Suddenly forgot what week we're in already. Jake, this week we are joined once again by a new guest to help us make picks this week. And man, we got another good one. I mean, we're knocking it out. I mean, and it's pretty easy when there's so many great Titans channels out there. But we got another great one for you guys. We got Jock and Hawk from Tennessee Titans Weekly. Fellas, thank you guys so much for joining us. How are y'all doing today?
Man, we're good, man. We're good. Trying to feel better with this COVID stuff with the Titans. I know all the fans feel the exact same way. We appreciate you inviting us to your show, Titans Tube. You guys are the OGs of the game. You guys have been around for a very long time. We've been watching your show for a long time as well, too. So much respect to you guys, and we're glad to be here, man.
Right, exactly. And it's been a long overdue, definitely a long overdue.
Yeah.
We've been meaning to link up, but you know how things are sometimes. But as Hawk iterated, man, this whole COVID stuff has gotten everybody down. I know my spirits has been down this week, but we got a little bit of good news today. Hopefully let's make sure that continues to trend up. But I mean, hey, we gotta roll how we roll. But I mean, we're excited to be here, and we're loving it.
Absolutely. And as well, too, for those that have not subscribed to our channel, we are at Tennessee Titans Weekly on YouTube, as well on Instagram at Tennessee Titans Weekly, on Twitter at Titans Weekly 24/7. If you want to email us, you can email us at TennesseeTitansWeekly@gmail.com. Yes, sir.
Man, good stuff. I'll make sure to link up that stuff in the description below, too, so you guys can find them easily.
Yes, sir.
And what Jock was just iterating to was the news that maybe the Titans players weren't told that they couldn't practice outside the facility, like specifically. So maybe there might be a little leniency on incoming punishments and just seeing exactly how that transpired, if the Titans willfully ignored protocol or if they weren't told. So yeah, we'll see as more news comes out about that.
I've got my pitchfork and torch ready for Paul Kuharski.
Yes, bring him
right.
Yes,
How
absolutely. So the world can stop bashing the Titans, man.
Right.
Yeah, just wait till their teams get impacted. Just wait, it's coming.
I know, and we're gonna look super cool. We got COVID before all the other teams caught on.
Right.
We're like
Absolutely,
cool of the NFL.
That's right.
I like it.
Oh man.
All right, so as we move on to making our picks, let's go back and look at how we did last week. And Jake, I know you said you also calculated the records, but we never actually compared to make sure that we got the same number. So I'll say what I got.
Go for it, man.
If you got a different number.
All right.
But Jake, what's going on, man? 9-6 last week. 9-6. You were trying to play catch up, and I think it kind of bit you in the butt a little bit. You can't.
I gotta make some kind of move, man. I'm falling behind. I gotta do something, and I'm picking a lot of upsets this week too. So You know what?
You might be way
pound
far
it till it works.
in the past, in third place after this week. If you try to take too many risks, we'll see how it goes. Though I like your strategy. I finished second place. I only did one game better than you. I don't know why I'm trying to make fun of you. I finished 10-5 for the week, and man, we got taken to school by one of the great YouTube channels out there at MJ. No, the channel name is Sports Fan Entertainment, but he is MJ. On Twitter, he's at the MJ Take. He went 12-3.
Wow.
Burying us down there. And now with him beating me by 2 games, his overall record for the guest slot is now tied at 44-19. And Jake, looking at it from 5 games back, 39-24 on the year so far. Is that the same number of record that you got? Is that the right?
Yeah. Looks good.
I can count.
But
Great.
Hey, 5 games back, we got a long season ahead of us, so we got time to make it up.
Yeah,
man.
I think I said the same exact thing last week too.
It's become a theme now. That's kind of your catchphrase on this series now. Nobody's gained and drowned on anyone as of yet, because on Thursday Night Football we went 0-4. All of us went with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, only to see Nick Foles undo Tom Brady's hopes and dreams yet again on the football field and defeated him 20-19. I mean, I think a lot of people had the Bucs in this game. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what exactly happened. I didn't actually get to catch the game. I just was following up with the score. But I guess the Bears 4-1 now. They beat a formidable team. I think they're going to challenge the Saints at the end. The Bucs will for that division.
Yes.
So that's a quality win. I guess we should start taking this team seriously now. Maybe the 4-1 isn't a fluke for Chicago.
Right.
Hey, and it was a great night for former Titans kickers. Cairo Santos had a good night. Suckup had a good night.
That's true. That's right. That's right. And Keyshawn Vaughn, the Nashvilleian, man, he got hit real hard during the game, man.
Oh, I heard about that. I didn't see it. Did he lose a fumble? I saw he lost a fumble in that game. Was he from that play?
Yeah, he did.
Oh man,
he did.
Tough.
He was a blind side hit, but yeah, he got hit. I mean, he's out there.
It was a good hit. It was from here.
Yep.
So legal. Oh, okay.
Strike zone.
Man.
Yep.
Tough for the rookie. He's a rookie, right?
Yes, he's a rookie.
I'm rooting for him.
Me too. It's a lot of NFL players from the Nashville area, man. More than what people might know, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
And this was something in the past that never happened, but the Mid-State is putting out some NFL players.
Key in Jalen Ramsey versus Golden Tate fight.
Exactly. That's a Nashville battle right there.
Nashville guys, right? They're both from Nashville.
Both of them are from Nashville. Yep.
Man, we just can't get along for some reason. The high school rivals follow us all the way to the pros for some reason.
Yes, right, man.
So crazy.
Yeah.
All right, well let's move on here for Sunday. These first slate of games, I have a division game here, NFC South. Speaking of that, we've got the Carolina Panthers on the road. Surprising, I think, win against the Arizona Cardinals last week to bring the record to 2-2. Taking on the probably surprising 0-4 Falcons. I mean, they should be 2-2 for themselves, but they can't hold a lead to save their life.
Right.
Jake, I'll let you lead us off here. Who are you picking in this game?
Just off the bat, I'm going Carolina here. I think Teddy Bridgewater, I said it week 1, Teddy Bridgewater kind of deserves some respect, coming into this year. I think he is a good leader. I think he's a good quarterback, and he's kind of showing it, dragging the Panthers to a couple of wins without Christian McCaffrey. And I think Dan Quinn is coaching for his job, frankly, here. I mean, Arthur Blank may not fire him because it's been a long time coming, but Atlanta's a train wreck right now. They can't do much of anything. Julio Jones might be out in this game, so give me the Panthers here.
All right, Jake, going with the Panthers. I like it. Jock, we'll go with you first or next.
So, like you said, the Falcons have blew, 2 leagues? I mean, 2 big leagues. I mean, of course, they blew the Super Bowl league. So, I mean, humongous. And like you said, Julio Jones is out. And the Teddy Bridgewater is doing fairly well. I'm surprised they did beat the Cardinals last week. So, I'm actually going to take the Panthers in this one. So, Panthers over Falcons.
Man, 2 for the Panthers. Atlanta, you going to show them any love, Hawk?
Well, Jacques, you know where I was last weekend.
Yep.
I was in Atlanta last weekend, okay? Atlanta's right down the street from Nashville. Didn't take long at all to get there. And I was listening to the radio shows, and, man, the Falcon fans are pissed, okay? And they've given up a lot of plays and a lot of games. But I actually think the Atlanta Falcons will win this football game. One, they are at home. I do think Julio Jones will be playing from what I've heard. That's the biggest factor. If he plays, they can win. If he don't, I don't know. But I think, Atlanta's offense hadn't been the issue. And they're 8th overall in offense. I think they'll be okay. But I think, I respect Teddy Bridgewater, but who's he going to throw it to? Atlanta's defense is not strong, but I think their offense just can score a bit more than Carolina. So I'm picking the Falcons, man. Rise up.
I like it. Hey, I like it too. I'm kind of leaning the Falcons way as well. They're at home. They're so due for a win. They're going to get one eventually. I think this is a good chance for them. The Panthers, I'm not expecting them to do much this year. Teddy Bridgewater, like Jake was saying, is pretty good quarterback. He's a nice leader back there, but no Christian McCaffrey. And as you were saying, Hawk, who's he going to throw to? I'm not super impressed with their people they got at the receiver position. So I'm kind of leaning Falcons too. We'll make this an even split, 2 for Falcons, 2 for Panthers. I think they do get it together. They don't blow a lead. Get your first win, Atlanta. I'm going Falcons there as well. And before we move on, I just realized let me also clarify, since there's 2 guests picking this week. I think what I was thinking the same thing. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna take whichever of the 2 of you did better and add that record onto the overall record score.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Y'all are kind of going against each other, but also against everyone else too. So
sounds good, man. Sounds good.
So that's how we'll roll with that. On the next game, another divisional game. This one could be a good game. Las Vegas Raiders on the road with the biggest test of their lives. Even though they just played the Patriots, they have to play the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead. Man, I mean, Chiefs are rolling. They're the team to beat right now. I mean, since they beat Baltimore, I mean, they kind of showed that they're the top dogs right now, obviously in the AFC. So I'm going to roll with the Chiefs. Jacques, I'll go back to you.
Well, hey, the Chiefs. I mean, until you can stop them, I mean, they are the team to be beat. They won the Super Bowl last year. They are the Super Bowl team. The Raiders struggled last week, and I think they played the Bills. They struggled against the Bills last week, and their defense is in question. David Carr, I mean, he's having an okay year. I know Josh Jacobs is hurt. So, for me, this should be – and it's a divisional game. You know, divisional games can be tough. You guys know each other's tendencies. You know how each other works. But I have the Chiefs winning. Home of the Chiefs. So, Chiefs for me.
Chiefs again. Hawk, what about you?
So I'm going to have to carbon copy my co-host Jacques with the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Chiefs will win this ball game. And I would say I don't think this is going to be a blowout. I don't know. You know, Kansas City's offense has been kind of average the last 2 games. Okay. You can beat them. They can be beat. I know there's on ESPN, they were saying they could be undefeated. I don't see that. Kansas City's defense, interior defense, is really good. I'll give them that. But I think on the outside is where you can beat them. And, you know, I think that's where the Raiders could challenge them. I think Derek Carr can have a good game against the Chiefs, but Josh Jacobs is hurt. And I think that's the biggest problem. And you got 15 on the field in Patrick Mahomes. So Kansas City, and they're at Arrowhead. So Kansas City Chiefs, definitely.
Yeah, I like it. Jake, you going to smell an upset? Are you going to try to get a game
Not on this one. Not on this
right.
one. I'm going to make it a clean sweep for the Chiefs. Everybody was so high on the Las Vegas Raiders after, that week 2 win over New Orleans. And I kind of wasn't buying it as much as I want to like John Gruden. He's a Dayton, Ohio guy, just like me. But I don't buy what he's got going on over there. And as much as I want to like the Raiders, I just can't. And I'm going to go the Chiefs here at home as well.
Ouch, no love for the Raiders. Yeah, well, it makes sense. They're playing the Chiefs. That's a clean sweep for the Chiefs. Moving on here, we got the Arizona Cardinals coming off a loss to the Panthers. Disappointing loss, I got to say. I thought they were pretty they had something rolling there. They caught my attention there for a second. And they could get back to their winning ways because the Jets are always coming off a loss these days. No Sam Darnold right now. Is it Joe Flacco? Goodness
Flacco.
Gracious.
Flacco, yep.
I got the Cardinals in a bounce back win. I'm just going to throw my pick out there real quick. Hawk, what about you? What do you see?
Same for me, man. Arizona has not offensively. Kyler Murray has been struggling the last 2 games. But I do think it's a pickup game for him. Arizona has a better defense than they do offense in a lot of ways with some of their corners and things of that nature. So I think that could be a challenge. But I think Arizona with DeAndre Hopkins, that's going to be the problem. So Arizona's not going to run the ball well, but I think D-Hop will have a heck of a game. So Arizona.
All right, 2 for Arizona. Jacques, what about you?
I mean, carbon copy. Again, Arizona.
You guys are perfect for each other. You guys should start a channel together. Y'all just
right.
think the same way.
But literally, like you said, Kyler Murray has struggled the last 2 games, but he uses his wheels. He does have his legs. I mean, he's using and he's utilizing. That was a disappointing loss last week when they did play the Panthers. But, I mean, you're playing the Jets. They're 0-4. Sam Darnold's out. Le'Veon Bell has been struggling. The team is lackluster. So, for me, I'm going with the Cardinals, man. And you still got the old man Larry Fitzgerald out there, so don't count him out. You got Hopkins, but you got Larry too.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a great dynamic 1-2 punch there. Jake, what about you?
I wanted to go upset here. I kind of just wanted to do it just to have fun.
Go for it.
You got to.
What's your first instinct?
You got to pick against the Jets these days.
Yes.
And speaking of early season hype, Arizona had a ton of that too, just like the Raiders did. But I like him here. I mean, another guy coaching for his job, and Adam Gase. I mean, when are they going to let him go? So I'm joining the protests outside of the Jets facility, the Fire Adam Gase protests, and I'm going to get the Cardinals on the road here. I'm going to pick them.
This will probably be his last game coaching.
Could be. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't believe an 0-4 Jets team. The Jets started out 0-4, yet Bill O'Brien has found a way to get fired before Adam Gase. Still.
Exactly.
Yeah, who had that one heading into the year?
Exactly. Yep.
Well, I mean, he put himself on the hot seat after he traded Hopkins.
Yeah.
Yes.
He put himself on the hop seat.
He
Ha-ha.
I like
clever.
Oh God, let's move on. I can't. All right, let's do the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, Adam Gase is gonna have the Gase face this coming up game, not the gas face, the Gase face, because he's gonna be gone. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I agree. This is probably gonna be the last game for him. Pennsylvania battle got Philadelphia at Pittsburgh. Interesting game. Pittsburgh off of their surprise bye because the Titans COVID. Eagles got their first win of the season. Congrats. We all picked me, you, and MJ last week. Jake, we all picked the 49ers to beat the Eagles, and they upset them. Even though the 49ers are playing with like all backups at this point. But nonetheless, they still get their first win. Jake, I'll go to you. How do you like this game?
This is going to be my first upset pick of the week, and I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles here. I liked what I saw last week. I did not expect them to go all the way across the country to San Fran and beat the 49ers, but they pulled it off, and they kind of started moving a little bit. I mean, Carson Wentz didn't play great, but he played a little bit better in that game. And, I'm kind of mad at the Steelers right now, frankly, because, Eric Ebron's thinking about his kid's birthday party. And, Big Ben is up in arms about everything. They don't have their eyes set on the Eagles in this one. So I think the Eagles could get a surprise victory here, and I would love to see Philly get it done.
Interesting. Okay. I didn't see that coming, I got to say, but I like it. Jacques, what about you?
So I'm going to have to go with the Steelers, the terrible towel. And the reason why is Big Ben is pissed. We ruined his early part of his season. The Titans did. We ruined it, okay? So I think Ben is going to come in here. He says he's off rhythm. I don't believe that. But I just see, like you said, a good game from the Eagles last week, and it was a good bounce back game. But I feel like the Steelers defense is pretty strong to where they can stop Carson and them. And I don't think Deshaun Jackson is playing.
He's not playing.
He's not playing. So I'm gonna have to go with the safe pick here, and it's the Steelers. Literally, like I said, Big Ben is pissed off. So, and you piss Big Ben off, we'll see how it goes. So, Steelers for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, I kind of do like a sneaky little upset pick here, but like you said, I think this is a safe pick going with the Steelers. I'm gonna hop on with you real quick. I'm rolling Steelers as well. Hawk, finish it out here.
So add me to the party. Pittsburgh Steelers will win this ball game. As Jacques stated, Deshaun Jackson is out. Alshon Jeffrey is out. Okay. So, who's he gonna throw it to? I mean, I think Greg Ward is the other receiver that they have. So I think that is the biggest issue. Carson Wentz has to play like Superman for them to win. He really does. And last week he was so. They still won the game because defensively they did a heck of a job, and Miles Sanders did a pretty good job in catching the ball. But on this game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, Pittsburgh's defense is one of the best in the league, and Pittsburgh they're known to giving up the big play. But I do think the Pittsburgh Steelers, they just have too much for the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles don't have enough players on there, I don't think.
Yeah, and like the Eagles, they have such little room for error, I think, going against that defense. And Carson Wentz has trouble taking care of the ball. If he can not turn the ball over at all, fumbling or throwing interceptions, I think that'll keep the Eagles in the game. But you can't give that defense the ball with Big Ben on the other side. They could get in trouble early if they start turning it over. But Jake, we'll see what happens. Maybe you can gain a game on us right here.
Maybe so.
I'm trying.
And the lone Eagles.
And I'm not related. And I'm not related to Mike Tomlin, by the way, because people say I look just like him in person. So just want to say that I'm not related to him. Yeah, that's why I'm picking Pittsburgh. So.
No bias then. No bias at all.
Right. Just kidding.
All right. Let's move on here. We got the 3-1 LA Rams taking on the 1-3. Washington Redskins with a
Redskins. Who is that?
Football team.
Football team.
This channel's about to be taken down. We're about to.
No worries, dude. Hey, I would have said the same thing too, right offhand. The Redskins. Yes.
Right. Yeah. That's the first time I think I've done that. I think I've been completely fine calling them the football team until now.
Yeah, that's all right.
I was distracted. I was trying to think. Okay, Haskins is benched. Who's their quarterback now? Who's their quarterback now? It's not coming to me. Then I said Redskins. I still can't think of it. Who's their starter?
Well, it's not Haskins.
It's not. It's the Kyle Allen.
Kyle Allen.
And Alex Smith is number 2.
Oh yeah, Alex Smith. That's interesting.
I wonder why.
I guess he's still trying. Maybe doesn't feel right still after that terrible.
Yeah. They're gonna trade. They'll trade Haskins, man.
Yeah. He could go the Josh Rosen route and maybe fizzle out, unfortunately. But we'll see. So Kyle Allen, can he get the Redskins back on track? It's kind of, I did it again.
Team.
Hey, it takes a while, man.
Oh man.
It takes a while, man. They've been a Redskins forever. It takes a while. We all getting used to it.
Yeah, it's only been like an entire lifetime for us. I can't make a sudden change so quickly. Okay, so the football team, can they get back on track? I know it's kind of a rebuilding year for them anyway. I like the Ron Rivera hire at head coach. They had a kind of a surprising win against the Eagles week 1, but they're kind of gone back down into the cellar of that division. Can they pick up a win here against the Rams? I have a hard time seeing it. But the Rams did kind of struggle last week, 17-9 against a not imposing opponent. I can't remember who it was.
The Rams. I did not play last week. I did not
do my homework. I remember the score. I just don't remember their opponent. They won 17-9.
They played the Giants.
The Giants, right?
Yeah,
the Giants.
Definitely not an opposing opponent.
Right.
Yeah, not exactly what you want to see out of a Rams team that has possibly Super Bowl hopes coming into the year with how they played so far too. Anyway, taking like way too long introducing this. I'm going to take the Rams on the road here. Hawk, I'll go to you next. Who do you got?
Yeah, same for me as well. I got the Rams beating the football team. I think because Washington is playing with Kyle Allen, so we don't really know what to expect. When he played with Carolina, he was a game manager, didn't throw a lot of touchdowns, did throw a lot of interceptions. But I would think, just in that regard, I just think the Rams just have too much talent on defense. I think that's their strength. When you got Jalen Ramsey, the Nashville native, you got Aaron Donald and those guys, they're going to be licking their chops like this against the football team. So I got the Rams.
All right, it's 2 for the Rams. Jock, what about you?
Whose house? Rams' house. Literally. I mean, it's Rams. I mean, literally right now, Haskins, they're iffy at quarterback. Defensively, Chase Young is down. When they had Chase Young, they were at least okay. They got running back Gibson back there from Memphis. So he's been pretty decent, but I'm gonna have to go with the Rams. Like you said, the defense is this top-notch defense. Now, offense, they have been struggling. And like you said, they barely beat the Giants, but they should take care of business against the football team. So I'm going Rams.
Facts, no paper.
All right. And Jake, lastly, we'll finish it off there.
Give me the football team. I'm rolling the dice with Riverboat Ron here on Kyle Allen. They have that Carolina connection. I mean, to demote your starter down to third string and throw in a guy that you have familiarity with, especially trying to provide a spark and kind of, shock their season back to life, so to speak. I like the upset pick here, trying to gain another game as well. But I like rolling the dice here with Kyle Allen and Ron Rivera. So give me the football team.
All right.
Good deal.
We're putting it out there, risky, but you know what? I appreciate that. We can't have too many sweeps on these picks.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody would want to watch.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the AFC North matchup. Cincinnati Bengals at Baltimore Ravens. Joe Burrow coming off his first win of his career against the Jacksonville Jags last week. And that was coming off of his first career tie. So congratulations to Joe Burrow. He's made the trifecta of all possible results in the NFL already and only his 4 starts. So great start to his career. Can he pull off a huge upset here? I don't think he's ready. I don't think hardly any team is ready to go into Baltimore and win a game. I don't see the Bengals doing it. I don't see it happening. I got Baltimore at home. Jake, I'll go right back to you. You also have Baltimore.
I'm going to take the Ravens again. Yeah, no, I'm taking the Ravens here, the safer pick. Lamar Jackson did miss 2 practices this week, but he should be good to go. So I'm not too worried about that. He had an upset stomach, I guess, yesterday. But I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. The Bengals, they're kind of putting it together with Joe Burrow back there, but not enough to go to Baltimore and get a win. Give me the Ravens.
All right, that's 2 for the Ravens. Hawk, what about you?
So I've been turning in my seat, man. I couldn't wait to get to this game right here, man.
Really?
So this is my upset pick.
Oh,
love it.
I think the Cincinnati Bengals will beat the Ravens. I do. And Jacques knows that I despise the Ravens. Okay, I do, and it's nothing personal.
Good.
But Lamar Jackson, yes, he's banged up. He'll be out there, and I know he runs wild against them. But we talk about Joe Burrow, but we haven't talked about Joe Mixon out there, right? Baltimore struggles with good quarterbacks that can throw and a running back that can run. I'm telling you, Baltimore's defense is not this vaunted defense, Ravens defense. I think they're going to have a struggle on Cincinnati's offense. So I think this is my upset pick. I know everyone thinks Baltimore's this and Baltimore that. Give me the Bengals. And I know it's in Baltimore, but, I think Cincinnati, their confidence is there. So Baltimore better look out. I have the Bengals beating the Ravens.
I like it.
Right. Yeah, I'm all about that. I hope it happens. Let's see it.
Yeah, right, me too.
What about you, Jock? You got the Bengals? Carbon copy?
I'm hoping the Bengals win, but I'm going with the Ravens. All
right.
And the reason why I'm going with the Ravens is this is a test for Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has kind of had it easy until this point, and now he's going against a divisional opponent. Yes, he's been throwing, he's been progressing, yes, but you're about to hit. Like Hawk said, Ravens don't have this big scary defense, but this is going to be a learning game for Burrow. And I'm going with the Ravens. Even though I can't stand the Ravens, I hate the Ravens. But I feel like they just have the more complete team than the Cincinnati Bengals do right now. So I'm going Ravens.
All right, man. We'll see what happens. And our next game is another divisional matchup, AFC South. We have great familiarity with that, being Titans fans. We got the Jacksonville Jags 1-3, still hanging on to that one single win they got in Week 1. Now it looks like a surprise against the Colts. Going to Houston, the Bill O'Brien-less Texans for the first time since 2012. He's been their coach for 7 years. So a big-time change. A lot of people saw it coming. A lot of people thought this should have happened years ago. Just sounding like a lot of locker room chemistry. Bill O'Brien lost the locker room. A lot of ugly things kind of coming out about that whole situation. But I think Houston's going to be on the right track going forward without him. There's that weird thing about after a team fires a head coach, the team comes out the next week with their interim coach and they play with a lot of fire. They play really kind of good. And I don't know why that is. And they kind of put things together for at least a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then they kind of fall back down to earth. I kind of see that happening here. I think the Jaguars are no great intimidating opponent coming in. But they put up some good games here and there, even in losses. But I think the Texans will get their first win here. Give me Deshaun Watson playing some inspired football, putting the team on his back. He's going to have to put the team on his back every single week now, it seems like. So give me the Texans, getting their first one at home here. Jock, what about you?
So this is going to be my upset. Well, it's not really an upset, but I'm going with the Jags. And the reason why I'm going with Minshew, I'm going with Laviska Shenault, I'm going with Keenan. I'm going with the trifecta. I'm the running back. Remind me his name.
James Robinson.
I'm a fan of Robinson. I feel like right now that Houston is focus is off. And like you said, Deshaun Watson's going to have to be Superman to literally lift this team. But I'm liking how the Jags are playing. They're playing a style of football where we were about 4 or 5 years ago, where we was trying to get over the hump, putting the pieces together. We finally got the pieces. Now we're over the hill. I'm taking the Jags. Jags gonna get their second win. They're gonna be 1-2 in the AFC South. So I'm going Jags.
Going Jags there. Yeah, real quick. I thought the Jags looked like they were kind of putting the pieces together, like what you were saying. They kind of were surprising people with the way they were competing in a lot of their games. So I was kind of buying into them. But, man, they really lost a lot of faith from me after their loss to Cincinnati. I thought they just did not play well and kind of looked like the Jags of old. So maybe they can bounce back. Maybe they are a better team than what we saw last week against Cincinnati. But we'll see how they do here. Next, Hawk, what do you got?
Man, not to carbon copy, Jacques, but I have the Jags winning this football game as well. I have it written down right here, man, the Jags. The reason being is because, they lost last week to the Miami Dolphins. It was a bad, terrible game, but they did not have DJ Shark, right? Yes, Houston is dealing with the coaching situation. J.J. Watt just stated that, yes, we need to build around Deshaun Watson. So that, to me, admits that he knows his team around him is terrible offensively, right? And so I think, yes, you got Romeo Crennel coming in, new game, new everything. I understand that. But I don't really see this motivating the Texans so much because, again, defensively, I think Houston they're terrible on defense. And you got to stop Gardner Minshew and his receivers. I don't see it happening. James Robinson's going to probably get his 100 yards rushing. Right now, he's probably besides maybe Joe Burrow, he's probably the offensive rookie of the year. So right now, I like the Jags in this game. I know it's a road game, but I don't think Houston has enough. I don't. So I have the Jags as well, Jacques. I do.
Man,
I do.
You make a lot of good points. I was just like Deshaun Watson. I think he gets it done. I'll pick Houston. But now you're going into like deeper insights in the roster and making all these great points. And now I'm kind of leaning. Yeah, I think the Jags probably will win this game. But I'm sticking with Houston. But that was a good argument you made, Jake. What do you got? Please say.
Absolutely. Great arguments there. And I'll take you a Tennessee Titans weekly carbon copy and raise you a Titans tube carbon copy. I like Houston as much as, I don't think old man Romeo Crennel is going to come in and spark this team. I mean, Deshaun Watson's got to be playing with some kind of chip on his shoulder with getting Bill O'Brien out of there. And I really do believe in Deshaun Watson. He can be that guy for that team. And then the Jags going on the road here. And Houston's looking for their first win. It doesn't feel like this Texans team should be winless, but they are. And so I like the Texans getting their first win here. First game out from underneath Bill O'Brien. So yeah, I'll do a carbon copy with Justin. I got your back, man.
We'll see which carbon copies come out on top.
Deshaun Watson is unbelievable, and arguably I think he might be the best player in the AFC South. To be honest with you, he's incredible. We do acknowledge that. We do.
Yeah, and for sure. Yeah, definitely. And I think that 0-4 record is kind of a mirage a little bit because they played Kansas City, the Steelers, the Ravens, and then last week.
That's true. Facts.
It is. I told Hawk this. I said their schedule was one of the hardest schedules in the league. In that first 4 or 5 game stretch. So they should level out. They should. I hope they level out, but they should. And let's hope it's not against us. Let's just hope because you know how the Titans are.
Great point, sir.
Yeah, definitely. All right, moving on now to our next game. We've got the Miami Dolphins. Fitzpatrick-led Dolphins still never know, I feel like, what you're going to get with the Dolphins. They come out and they play hard and will surprise some teams if you're not ready for them. They're an intriguing team to keep up with. I like what Brian Flores is doing there as head coach. They're going to be hosting the San Francisco 49ers, who are coming off a loss, as we said, kind of surprisingly, to the Eagles last week, even though they are very banged up. Maybe could this be the 49ers injuries are, in fact, going to start catching up to them? I don't know. I could see this game kind of going either way. It depends on how well Fitzpatrick plays. So, Jake, I'll start off with you. How do you see this game playing out?
I agree with you. I think this game's going to be a little closer, but we do have Jimmy G coming back and starting this game for San Francisco. And I think that's just going to tilt the scale a little too much. I mean, they are, another team's coming into Miami from way across the country, but I like San Fran in this game. When is Tua going to come in? That's everybody's question, Fitzmagic usually has the trademark, 1 or 2 games where he goes off, but we're still waiting on Tua. And I don't think that much of that conversation is going to die down. Give me the 49ers here.
Yeah. Got one for the 49ers. And I agree. I'm excited to see Tua, but I also kind of really like watching Fitzpatrick play. He's something about him that's just really fun to watch him. He's just kind of out there, kind of has that backyard style of football. But anyway, so you're going to San Francisco. Hawk, what about you?
Fins up, as Dolphin fans like to say. Fins up. So I think Miami will win this football game. Miami has been playing tough all season long. They've been in all the games. Even they had a chance to beat the Buffalo Bills. I think San Francisco's injuries will play a part in this game. Yes, Jimmy G is back. They had Kettle come back last week, so he'll be there too. So Magic, when we had him here in Tennessee, he has those games. So kind of at times when you write him off is when he plays his best. When you kind of let him go, then that's when he's terrible. So this game here, I actually think Devontae Parker could have a good game. I just think the Miami Dolphins will be too much for the Niners defense right now. I really do. I don't think San Francisco's offense we'll see. But I'm going fins up. The Miami Dolphins with the victory, upset victory.
Whew, man, yeah,
I like it.
That would be interesting. Well, yeah, Jacques, is this going to be a carbon copy? Do you see it like that?
Hawk is in my mind. I think Hawk is in my mind. Like Hawk is in my mind. No, like seriously. I mean, I fins up, literally. Like, and it just what I'm seeing from the Dolphins. They've been in every game they've played. They almost beat the Bills. They were in that game with the Seahawks. I was literally like, okay, the Seahawks, what are you doing? Why are you not killing the Dolphins? Literally.
Great
so
point.
People don't realize the Dolphins in free agency, the Dolphins literally, I mean, they picked up key defensive players. And on defense, they've been playing strong football. On offense is where they need to, hey, Fitz, what Fitzpatrick are we going to get? Are we going to get Fitz magic or are we going to get Fitz no magic? What are we going to do? So I'm going with the Dolphins. I just feel like the 49ers right now, like you said, defensively, they're limping dog right now. And Jimmy G's coming back. Yes, Jimmy G's a good quarterback, but sometimes I question Jimmy G sometimes, but I like him. But I'm going to Fins. Dolphins for me.
Fins up.
I like that.
Man, yeah, this is hard. This is a tough game to pick. I like, Jimmy G's coming back. They are at home. I feel like the 49ers will get them. I feel like they're going to come out on top in this game. I don't have a lot of good reasons. I can't back up my argument as well as you guys, and that's foolish of me because you guys make great points about the Dolphins and how this could be a mismatch given the defensive injuries on the 49ers. So I'm sticking with the 49ers. Let's do that. Two against two there. That sounds about right for a game like this.
Quick correction. I said the Niners were going to Miami. Now I even want to double down on the Niners because I thought they were going across the country. They're sitting right where they are. All right. Okay. My bad.
Yeah. Okay. I'm right. And they're actually 9-point favorites. So Vegas really likes them.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. So we'll see. Fitzmagic can undo any kind of betting odds.
That would be a major upset then if that's the case. Yeah, that is a major upset then. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it would be. So if the Titans do play a game this week, that's obviously going to be my most intriguing game, being Titans fans. But if that's not the case, this is, I think, the most intriguing game because it involves the Indianapolis Colts looking like a co-front runner this early in the season with Tennessee, going on the road to give the Cleveland Browns a big-time test. Man, how about these 3-1 Cleveland Browns? Got tons of talent on offense, talent on defense. Seems like they're kind of putting it together. Big time win in Dallas. Again, I don't know how you guys feel about the Cowboys, if they're a legit team or not. They get hyped up every year. They can put up a lot of yards and points, but they can't stop anybody. Yeah. But based on y'all's reaction, like I'm kind of with you guys. Overhyped
right.
Cowboys team, but still 3-1. It's 3-1. Cleveland hasn't done this well at the start of a season in I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
Big time pulling for them too. I hope they get to that 4-1 mark so the Colts take an L. And some injury news to relay that I happened to come across before this. Darius Leonard, one of the best linebackers in the game, is going to be out for this game.
Yep.
And they're starting left tackle. Colts starting left tackle Costanzo is also out.
They're both out. Yep.
Those are two big losses for the Colts. So that could be a determining factor to sway in one way or another. But I don't want to start this. Let's go to Jacques first. Give me your take on this game.
Ooh, this is a tough game to really pick. It almost could be the game of the week, literally. But what I've seen from the Browns, and I've always told Hawk this about the Browns are a coach away from being a spectacular team. Literally, you have too much talent on both sides of that ball to where you're not making it and you're not literally putting the pieces together. And what I seen last week was, in these past couple of weeks, is they're able to put the pieces together. Of course, they couldn't beat the Ravens. That's the Ravens. Ugh. But at the same time, I seen where Baker Mayfield is clicking. He's clicking with Odell. He's clicking with Landry. He was spreading the ball around evenly. Now, the Colts do have the number one defense. We get that. We understand that. How much is that for real and how much is that a fluke? Because the Colts have played okay teams, but it's time. This is going to be a big test for them. So for me, I'm picking the Browns. I'm picking the Browns to get that 4-1 victory. You got Kareem Hunt. You got Baker back there. So I'm picking the Browns.
I like it.
All right, got one for the Browns. Yeah, I don't know if I said it. Browns at home. They are hosting the Colts.
They are home.
Here.
That's right. Yeah. They're home.
What about you, Hawk?
So, when you look at the Browns, they have right now the defensive player of the year, Myles Garrett. Right now, we voted. I think that he would win that right now. Myles Garrett is being a monster right now. So, I initially thought the Colts would probably beat the Browns. But when I saw the injury report and Anthony Costanzo being out, their left tackle, that's the issue. And I think Myles Garrett saw that too, and he's in his and this house doing this right now. Okay, it's game time. I'm ready, right? So I really think that, Baker Mayfield so far hasn't been asked to be like, Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. He's been asked to be a game manager, and I think that's the positive. Yes, Nick Chubb is out, but you got Kareem Hunt, man. Kareem Hunt leads the league in yards after a rush. Like if he gets hit, he's like 4 yards still left to go. So I think that's the biggest advantage for the Browns is the running game. Yes, Darius Leonard, who's always led the league in tackles, seems like he's out. So injuries will hurt the Colts this game. I do think the Colts are a better team, but you're losing two of your best players arguably on your team. So I got the Browns. Go Dog Pound. Ooh, ooh. I think it's the Browns, man. I think it's the Browns. Yep.
Go Browns. Yeah, man, I like it. You make good arguments. And a quick thing, Kareem Hunt, going from Nick Chubb to Kareem Hunt, that's got to be like the smallest drop off from starter to backup, like in the entire league. There's not drop off at all, really. Like I saw him play a good portion of the Cowboys game. Man, he looks good. Kareem Hunt looks amazing.
Yeah, he looks good.
He looks faster than when he played for Kansas City.
Yep.
So I like that. I like how, you're counting on Darius Leonard to be kind of the key cog to slow down this Kareem Hunt rushing attack. You kind of look at your left tackle, Costanzo, to kind of neutralize one of the best pass rushers in the league in Myles Garrett. And if you're taking both of those players out of that equation, that's going to hurt him a lot. I agree. And I think that is going to be a huge factor. Let's go 3 for 3, 3 out of 3 for the Browns.
Let's go. Let's beat these Colts, man. Get these Colts off. Yes.
Bring them back down to earth.
Yes.
Like the Jags did.
Right. Put them down. That's right. Absolutely.
Man, so Jake, how do you see a plan? Is it going to be a sweep, or you gotta?
I am so happy you let me go last here. I'm so happy that you let me go last, and all three of you picked the Browns. I've lived in Ohio my whole life, so I have seen a lot of Browns fans. I've watched a lot of Browns football. Just as soon as you feel good about the Browns, as soon as you get there, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Yeah. And I'm going to pick Indy here. I know that the injury report and, everybody's high on the Browns. Everybody likes the Browns right now. I don't know if they're for real. I'm not a big believer in Baker Mayfield. I'm not a big believer in Odell in that offense. Yeah, he's kind of turned it on the past 2 weeks, but, the Dallas game where he had 3 touchdowns, their defense is terrible.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy. To quote you, Hawk, I was spinning in my chair. I couldn't wait to talk about this game, and perfectly queued up, perfectly around the circle.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the Colts here just because I'm so afraid of the Browns letting me down, just like it does to all my fellow Ohioans and Browns fans. So as much as I want to take the Browns, I'm going Colts.
Cool.
Man, yeah, you know better than we do. You got a better feel for Browns football.
That's facts, sir. That's facts. No paper. True. Yes.
We, as Titans fans, understand that. Right as you feel good about a Titans team, how many times do they come out and lay an egg? So,
oh man, yes.
Man, so the Browns could probably come out and get beat 31-10 in this game. So, we'll see. Don't be the old Browns.
And you wouldn't be surprised. You wouldn't be surprised.
You wouldn't be. You're right.
Nope. That's about right. You would. That sounds about right. So man, a big time nationally televised game, I think, between two huge market teams, but they both stink. So is anyone actually going to watch this game? NFC East, Giants looking bad, going on the road to take on the Cowboys, looking bad. Man, so is a team in this division going to get to 6 wins, 7 wins? I mean, good grief, it's going to win. East is a mess.
I think one of the teams will. Right. Yeah, I think so.
I really want to see like a 6-10 division winner, just because I think it'd be funny. It'd be hilarious.
Right.
And skate into the playoffs.
Completely destroyed. Yeah, in the playoffs. Yep. I don't know. Cowboys, I think, are the more talented team. They've won a game, and that's something that the Giants can't say. I'm going to take the Cowboys at home. They let me down last week, and then I think I picked against them when they played the Falcons. I picked the Falcons, and they came back miraculously against the Falcons and won that game. So Cowboys have not been kind to me in this weekly pick series so far, but surely they can get a win against the Giants at home. So give me the Cowboys. Hawk, what about you?
So who is the number 1 rated offense in the NFL?
Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys. As crazy as that is. Yes. So their offense is not the issue. Dak Prescott leads the league in passing yard. He's throwing the ball everywhere, right? He's having a heck of a season. Yep. You got CeeDee Lamb, you got Ezekiel Elliott, you got Amari Cooper. The offense is there. Now they did lose their offensive tackle Tyron Smith out for the season with a neck injury. So that hurts them, yes. But we're talking about the New York Giants, dude. The Giants, this is an easy win. This is right, exactly. So, the Giants have a lot of former Titan players on their team. Deion Lewis, Logan Ryan, and those guys. But I actually think this is an easy victory. I actually think Dallas is going to mollywop them. I think it's the biggest blowout of the games, as crazy as that sounds. I think the Giants are not going to be able to do much. I know the Dallas' defense is terrible, but it's the Giants, man. Their offense is terrible. Yeah. So, Cowboys.
I do
easy win.
He's going Cowboys too. I do want to interject really quick and say, speaking of Nick Chubb to Kareem Hunt being the smallest drop-off in starting running back to backup, going from Saquon Barkley to Deion Lewis is probably the largest gap in the NFL in talent from starter to backup.
Yes.
We kind of knew about that going from Derrick Henry to Deion Lewis last year. That was a huge gap.
Yes.
We knew that.
Yes.
Anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. Jacques, who do you got? Do you see the Cowboys winning?
We going 3 for 3. Okay, we're going 3 across the board. So for me, it's the Cowboys. And like Hawk said, the Giants literally have all Titans players. Literally all Titans players. They got Austin Johnson out here looking like Jeffrey Simmons. I'm like, dude, what is going on? But to me, the Giants don't have enough. They battled hard last week on defense. They did. They battled really hard. But I just don't see them. I don't see them winning this game. Literally, like they got the Cowboys have the number 1 offense. Literally, if the defense can hold strong, they're fine. But you can't trust the Cowboys defense.
No,
you can't trust them. You can't trust them. So I'm going with the Cowboys. But Cowboys.
They're going to win the NFC East, by the way, too. I think the Cowboys. Yeah. I think so. But that's another discussion now. But I just think that.
That's your 6-10 winner right there that we could see.
Yes, that's facts.
All right, so is it going to be a clean sweep? Jake, who do you got? Smelling an upset?
It is going to be a clean sweep. I don't smell an upset here, especially if you're trotting out Deion Lewis as your starting running back. but anyways, Mike McCarthy, early hot seat here in his Dallas Cowboys coaching career. They have the number 1 offense, but they're losing games. And, I don't know if Jerry Jones has been at these games. We haven't gotten very many shots of him looking unhappy in the owner's box.
Right.
But, Mike McCarthy needs to win this game. He really does. And I like Mike McCarthy. I like what he did in Green Bay, albeit only 1 Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. But, again, another discussion. But Mike McCarthy needs to win this game, and I don't see the Giants pulling off an upset here. So give me Dallas and the clean sweep. Excuse me.
The Queen sleep. Yeah, interesting take, and I kind of agree. If Mike McCarthy can't get this win, I think that kind of puts him on a hot seat.
It does. Yes.
After like 10 plus years of mediocrity with Jason Garrett, they're already going to have their new head coach with a better track record than Jason Garrett on the hot seat. If he early on in his tenure with the Cowboys.
And Jason Garrett's the offensive coordinator for the Giants?
Oh, that's
right. Revenge game.
Yes.
Good point to bring that up.
Good point, Sean. Facts.
Could they come out?
Yeah, no paper. Exactly. Wow.
They could be coming out with something a little extra. The Giants could be because of Jason Garrett. He might have something in store.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So going to move on here to the Sunday night game. Kind of interested. This game looked pretty good before the season started, but with the Vikings dropping to 1-3, starting out really slow on the year, but they did get their first win last week against the Texans. Thank you very much, Minnesota. Taking on the Seattle Seahawks, looking like the number 1 team, number 2 at worst in the NFC. Them and Green Bay right there at the top. And they're at home. It's going to be tough for the Vikings if they want to continue to get back on track. What a brutal start to the season for them. They had a tough schedule, and it doesn't get any easier this week. Jake, I haven't gone to you first in a while. Let's go to you first for your pick.
All good. I wanted to smell an upset special here. I wanted to so bad, but Seattle is at home, correct? And I don't see Minnesota traveling to Seattle and beating the Seahawks at home. So as much as I wanted it, I'm going to go with the safe pick and Russell Wilson, MVP leading candidate, in my opinion. So I'm going to go safe pick in the Seahawks here.
He's cooking. Russ is certainly cooking up something good this year. Hawk, what about you?
Yes.
For the Seahawks.
So it's really it's really insane that Russell Wilson has never even been voted as far as an MVP candidate. It's crazy. He's definitely right now on track of winning it this year. I think definitely the Seahawks will beat the Minnesota Vikings. As you stated, Jake, they have to fly in to Seattle, and it's hard to win in Seattle, and Minnesota just doesn't have enough. I do think Dalvin Cook will have a good game. You ask the Titans, right? Justin Jefferson asked the Titans, right? They offensively might be there, but Minnesota's issue is their defense. Their defense is the problem, and Kirk Cousins is the problem too. Kirk Cousins is very inconsistent, and Seattle's defense is okay. They're okay, but I love their offense, and Minnesota can't stop them. I think, again, this could be a blowout, to be honest with you. Seattle's going to put up a lot of points against the Vikings. Yep. Russell will get at least 4 touchdowns. And now that's a big number, but that's just what I think.
At least. I hope so. He's on my fantasy team. And I'm 0-4, dude. I have Russell Wilson as my starting quarterback, and I have Derrick Henry, and I'm 0-4.
Because I can understand last week. I understand last week because of COVID. Right.
There's 3 other games there.
Yeah, but running backs are slim in fantasy football, so you lose your starting running back, it don't look good.
I drafted Sutton and Kenny Galladay early on for receivers, and that was bad. They're hurt. Kenny Galladay's bad. Anyway, that's the fantasy football discussion. I'm bad this year at fantasy football. Anyway, so that's 2 for the Seahawks. What about you, Jacques? Who you going with?
Let's make it 3. I don't see Minnesota winning this game. They got Justin Jefferson. Dalvin Cook might have a good game, but just that high-power offense that the Seahawks have, they can't stop it. They literally can't stop it. They're putting up points, and they're being methodical, and they're just right now, like you said, Justin, they're looking like the number 2 in the NFC. Could be number 1, but best at number 2. So for me, Seahawks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm with you guys. Hard to see Minnesota winning this game. I don't. You guys pretty much said I don't want to continue on with the points that I'm already agreeing with, and that's the reason why I'm also picking the Seahawks. So let's do the clean sweep for the Seattle Seahawks.
All right.
Sunday night.
Yep, clean
sweep. It's crazy that after the Sunday night game, with all the COVID rescheduling craziness, we still have 3 games to go starting on Monday night at 4 p.m. kickoff Central Time. Got the Broncos at the Patriots. Wow. I don't think Cam Newton's going to be back yet. They're still starting Stidham or Hoyer. Is that right, man?
Hoyer.
It's hard to see them doing much of anything without Cam back there. Especially their defense is fine, but the offense just can't get anything going without Cam. It seems like, but still the Broncos are even more banged up. I mean, what tier quarterback are they on now with Ripien? Ugly times in Denver. I'll throw out my pick. I think the Patriots, they're in Foxborough. I think Bill Belichick will get it done against a depleted Broncos roster here, even without his starting quarterback. Going New England. Jacques, go back to you. What about you?
Going New England as well. The New England has the still a top-notch defense. I don't care what anybody say. They still have a top. I mean, they almost beat the Chiefs, literally. It was a fluke play by Edelman, who can't catch, and it was an interception. So, I am going with the Patriots. The Broncos are banged up. Offensively, until Drew Lock can prove to me that he's a top-notch quarterback, he's still not doing it for me. So, for me, I'm going to Patriots.
Drew Lock, it could be. I forget when he's scheduled to come back because he's not out for the season, is he? He could be getting.
No, he's
almost. I don't believe so.
They're saying he might be playing this game.
I thought he was going to play this game, but
it's possible. But
okay, that's what I thought.
It doesn't matter.
I don't think that would change. Yeah, I don't think that would change my
pick. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What about you, Hawk? So I guess it sounds like you're going Patriots too.
Exactly right. The Patriots. It could be John Elway in this game. I don't know if they could beat him just off the fact that. Denver has a lot of injuries, as you mentioned about Cortland Sutton. Sorry about that for your fantasy team. They depended on him to do a lot this year. They do have Jerry Jeudy. Now, Judy's a pretty good rookie receiver. Yeah. But, they lost Jarrell Casey, the Titans legend, to torn bicep. So I just think overall, man, both teams are coming in banged up. The Patriots defense is incredible. I think they're very underrated. People forget they were the number 1 rated defense last year. They still have that type of defense this year. That's the difference. And no matter who's at quarterback for Denver, that's going to be the problem. I'm not scared of Denver's running game. I know they have Gordon, but I think New England will stack the box and say, hey, Drew Lock or whoever, Beat us. I think it was who's Mark Rippon's nephew was the quarterback the last game. Beat us. Right. What you gonna do about it, right? So Patriots.
Man. So that's 3 for the Patriots. Jake, how about it?
Yeah, another sweep. I think this is going to be a clunker of a game, especially if Cam Newton doesn't go for the Patriots. But, in Foxborough, you still got Bill Belichick on the sidelines. Even in a clunker close game, I like the Pats here. Phillip Lindsay's coming back for Denver. I don't know if that's going to swap my pick either. But something of note there. Closer game than maybe anticipated going in, but I'm going to take the Patriots as well.
Y'all know Bill Belichick was born in Nashville.
Hey, yeah, there's another one.
Yes,
I did. And wasn't he an assistant or like
at Vanderbilt
class at Vanderbilt or something like that?
He did.
Vanderbilt connection. That's crazy.
He did.
So really, he owes all of his football success and everything to his
exactly to Tennessee. That's right.
Also, Paul Kaharski apologized for his error. Justin, your boy apologized.
What did he apologize for?
What Hawk iterated to earlier. He reported it incorrectly. He apologized.
There you go.
Oh,
he's gonna.
So
get
the players did not know about it. Is what we're saying.
I mean,
I'm
looking at the Facebook post.
Get him,
Titans.
So
Twitter,
the players didn't know about this, right? The players didn't know about this.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow,
man.
He apologized for the error.
Dang.
Have you news drop?
Have y'all seen
these?
This
is awesome.
Yeah. It is, man. Have you all seen podcasts and different shows of other teams? Man, they are bashing the Tennessee Titans, man. I mean,
I bet they are.
Unbelievably, but wow.
Yeah, I just sent it to you, Hawk.
Okay.
Literally,
wow.
They're letting him have it in his comment section. Literally, Paul.
Good. And one of them was at my kid's school. They had worked out at Rose Park. Wow. My oldest son went to Rose Park. Wow. Yes, this past year. Wow.
That's pretty cool, man.
Crazy.
Wow, Paul.
Man. Well, there you go. In this day and age,
live reaction.
How many times, people, do you have to know to stop overreacting the minute some news drops? You got to wait for the facts to come out, know the full story before you start firing people and calling them out. Just everyone chill. Let's learn the facts and move forward. So we'll see what the punishment entails after all this.
Wow.
Still bad. Still probably shouldn't have been practicing. And I mean, the Titans aren't like absolved of all guilt and why we're doing, why this is all kind of happening. But
let's go, Titans. Let's go then. Tighten up, Titans. Let's go. Let's win this game then. Let's go. Sorry, that should be a motivator, man. Let's go. Sorry.
We got one more game. We got one more game before we can talk about Titans Bills here. It's the second, 2 weeks in a row, the doubleheader Monday nights. We got the almost said San Diego Chargers. That would have been my second team.
Yeah.
The LA Chargers on the road. Chargers don't get a lot of national exposure these days, so it'll be interesting to see them under the spotlight. Going against the Saints on the road. How about Justin Herbert? How about this kid Justin Herbert for the Chargers coming out and playing a great game last week?
He is.
With he Justin good against the Chiefs too.
You got true. Yeah, you got Justin Herbert for the Chargers. You got Justin Jefferson killing it with the Vikings. I feel like Justins are just the cool great rookie names this year. I want to give a shout out to all the Justins.
Good one.
Justins are showing out this year, so I do like seeing that.
Jeff Simmons.
Jeff Simmons.
He's part of the J Crew. I'm gonna say J Crew. He part of the J Crew.
We'll take him. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know. Saints, 2-2, slow for them. Drew Brees, he's looking like this might be his last year. You can clearly see some regression. Everybody talks about how he never throws the ball downfield anymore. So he lost that arm strength, possibly. The Chargers are kind of impressing me, but I got to roll with the Saints at home here. I mean, this is a huge game. I mean, it's not even a conference game, but the Saints have got to, keep pace-ish with the Bucks in that division. I mean, you don't want to lose any ground to them. You already own a tiebreaker after that first game. So I think this is a big game. It's an early season big game for New Orleans, and I think they'll show up. Alvin Kamara is going to be too much for that defense. So give me the Saints at home. Hawk, what about you?
So we talk about Justin's, right? Yeah. Now, we look at the running back for the Chargers. Though he doesn't start, he's going to get a lot of playing time, and that's Justin Jackson, right? So let's keep the Justin family going here, right?
Okay.
So I see the Chargers in an upset here, guys. I do, man. I do. I like the LA Chargers defense. I think offensively, Justin Herbert, he's gonna play a good game or whatever. But New Orleans, you never know what you're gonna get with Drew Brees. He's playing against his former team. That's the team that drafted him, so he probably has a sore spot against them, I'm sure. But I really like the Chargers defense in both Melvin Ingram and the Vanderbilt alum, Casey Hayward, who's arguably the best cover corner in the league. Jacques, your boy, Nazir Adderley, he's their starting safety because of the safety, Derwin James is out.
Hey, Adderley, I loved him coming out the draft.
Yes. So I think the defense of the Chargers is what's going to cause this to be a victory. Alvin Kamara right now is probably the offensive player of the year right now. He's balling, or at least he's up there. He's one of the best running backs in the league playing right now. Mm-hmm. But I think that's going to be what they're going to focus on. Like, is Big Game Mike going to be playing? Nope. You don't have your Mike Thomas is not going to be out there. That's the problem. So I think the Chargers defense will be better than the Saints offense, as to why I think this will be an upset. LA Chargers.
Wow. Okay.
Supercharger. Supercharger. I think that's what's going to win, man.
That was cool.
Yep.
Yep. Seriously. Man, you know your stuff about the Chargers of all teams. All right.
Yeah.
I like it. Jock, what about you?
Hawk is in my mind again, literally.
I
don't know what it is. Smiling like a Chesapeake.
That's crazy.
So, if you notice something about the Saints tend to struggle against AFC teams, and I don't know what it is. I mean, they played the Raiders, they struggled. They played us last year. The game. It was there was that one call against Khalif Raymond that should have been a penalty. I guarantee you.
I remember that.
And I don't even think Derrick Henry played that game. So we would have played him, we would have beat him. I know of years past when we had Mariota, that fluke game when we was down in New Orleans, Delaney Walker caught that trick pass and we beat the Saints with Mariota and Mike Mularkey. Right. So it's something about the Saints and AFC teams that they tend to struggle with. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Chargers. Justin Herbert, he surprised me. They played the Chiefs very well, people. Mm-hmm. And when I was watching the game, I said they could have beat the Chiefs. And literally, of course, when you're a new quarterback, they don't have tape on you. That's why we couldn't beat Minshew last year because we didn't have no tape on him. So for me, I am going the LA Chargers.
Wow.
Well, I thought I was like being like reasonable, being like, New Orleans, safe pick. Now you guys are making me look like an idiot. Jake, what's it gonna be?
I'll stick with you, Justin. I'm going to go the Saints here. And, touching on the fantasy aspect we talked about a little earlier, I have Alvin Kamara on my team, and that dude is a bad man. And he has been producing numbers even without Mike Thomas on the field. And, I just, they're still putting it together with Herbert. I mean, they are getting more film on him every week he plays. And I just don't know if the Chargers have enough firepower to get it done. I like the Saints in the Dome.
All right. 2 for the Saints. And 2 for the Chargers, kind of surprisingly. Last game of the week on a Tuesday at 6 p.m. is when the rescheduling happened here. Going to hopefully have this game happen. We got the Bills coming to Nashville to take on the 3-0 Titans coming off that bye week after the Pittsburgh game got postponed. So we're just going to pretend like no more positive tests. Titans are in line to play. This is a bad time to catch the Bills. The Bills are on fire. The Titans are struggling to keep players healthy from COVID and injury. I think the bye week may, in retrospect, help the injured players get back, like A.J. Brown, Adoree Jackson, Taylor Lewan, the big ones that could benefit from that extra week off. But who's going to be available to us? We can't really expect, who's the latest one? Corey Davis is probably not going to play. Is Jeff Simmons? Christian Fulton, all these guys, like it's gonna be really hard. Like I'm a biased Titans fan, and that's kind of a shtick that we have here on this channel. But I have a very hard time seeing the Titans winning this game. I'm not gonna pick against them.
We agree.
I wouldn't dare pick against my Tennessee Titans. Going ahead and put that Titans logo in front of me. That's gonna be my pick because I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Yeah. So. I don't know. How can the Titans win this game? Somebody explain that to me. Jacques, I'll go with you first.
And I read something that it's a possibility with the COVID rule. I think it's a 5-day period where they got to test that those players that are on the COVID list can possibly come back. But I mean, the Bills are hot right now. They're hot. They have their arsenal. We haven't practiced in almost 2 weeks, and you're expecting us to come in here on Saturday and in the facilities to ramp up and practice and get everything going. It's just I can see our preparation is not there, and that's what's going to get us. I mean, literally, we have to have a miracle. Literally, I mean, you have to play down football. Literally, the basics of football to win this game. Hand it off to Derek. See if Derek can get it going. Play action.
Yes.
If we can stick with our elements and stick to our guns with that, we might have a chance. But the problem is we don't have our full arsenal. Now, in years past, the Titans have been able to win big games without a full deck. Literally, I mean, we've seen it, guys. We're Titans fans. We know that. So, I mean, I'm like you, Justin. We had a show last night about this. I want to pick the Titans, but I just see the Bills the way they're coming in hot. I got the Bills going with this game, and now I'm gonna say this: playoff time come, the playoff times. We'll see the Bills.
We'll see you, Bills. We're coming for you, bro.
We'll beat the Bills.
We're coming for you, Bills Mafia. Absolutely.
Once we're at full strength and we have weeks to prepare, or at least a week to prepare, it would be a different game. But even if we were at full strength and even if we were practicing as normal, this would still be a really tough game. I have a lot of respect for this Bills team. So, Hawk, what about you? You think Bills got this?
Yeah, I have a two-sided answer, and I'll be quick. Pre-COVID, we could beat the Bills. Pre-COVID, because they don't stop the run at all. Okay, that's their issue. Stopping the run. They're 22nd in the league in defense, in the run defense. We have Derrick Henry. 22 on the 22 ranked defense. That's a problem, right? That's advantage Tennessee. But after COVID, because of we're a wounded duck going into a pond of killer sharks. Right now, we're not going to win this ball game. It's really solely on this COVID situation. It really is, and I hate to say that. I hate it, but I do think right now we just don't have enough weapons. Right now, we have too many people out because of COVID. Thanks to COVID, we're going to lose this game. Yep.
COVID 1-0 against the Tennessee Titans this year. Jake, how about you?
We got less than a minute. Put the Titans logo in front of me. Mike Vrabel loves coaching this team when their backs are up against the wall. They're going to want to play against Paul Kuharsky. They're going to prove a point to the rest of the league that, they're a tight-knit group.
Man.
I like this locker room. Give me the Titans in the upset victory.
Gotcha.
Tighten up.
If we win this game, we win in the Super Bowl. We win in the Super Bowl if we win this game, man.
I love that.
I'm telling you, if we win this
prediction,
we win in the Super Bowl. Man. With 5 players playing against a whole team, we win in the Super Bowl.
Man, I would love it. We got to wrap up this video, guys. Our Zoom time is running out. Sorry we had to rush the ending because this was a ton of fun.
No problem.
Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Absolutely, guys.
I do it again, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely have to do this again. Maybe like
we'll invite you guys to our show.
Yeah, anytime.
Yes, and we'll have you guys on our show. Yes, sir.
Absolutely, anytime. So you guys take it easy. You guys follow them on Twitter. Check out their YouTube channel and subscribe. And we'll catch you in the next Titans Tube video.
Have a good weekend, y'all.
Tighten up, baby. Let's do it.